Hi, it's me, Kimberly, and welcome to this new video. Yeah, what are we talking about? Well, that is the sock that I am designing and knitting up for my boyfriend. If you haven't seen part 1, check that out if you're interested. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel. That would really help me. Let's get started. Maybe you can remember that we had to rip it back. It was too big. During knitting up the sock, I already was thinking like, it feels so big, it feels so stretchy, but yeah, you're also making it for a man and not my own lady foot. So I thought, well, maybe that's just what I need. However, after also watching a video from Knits, where she was talking about how you can adjust socks and also on how much negative ease they recommend on knitting your socks, I was like, okay, we're probably gonna have to redo this all over again. But that is a learning process. It doesn't matter. I knitted up the new version. Let me take you through it. I just started the design with I think 3 knits, purl 2. And then you would have needed an even amount of numbers. So I went for 70 stitches. But if I would size down, I had to go all the way back to 60 stitches to make the design work. And I felt like that would be too small. So I was aiming for the 64, 65 stitch area because I think that would fit him. And for me, that's a bit of a loose sock, but I thought then for him it has negative ease and he likes like tight socks. So I went back to my old design socks that I made for me, the wet ones, and I looked a bit more clearly at the pattern, and it turned out that it was a knit 3 purl 1 instead of purl 2. So I thought, oh, that's why it works out, because then you have an even amount of numbers that you can just divide. So then I thought, okay, then we can go for the 64 stitches and then just go for 3 knits, purl 1, as you can see on the inside. And then I just had to adjust the design a bit. So in the back, I went then for purl 1, knit 3, purl 1, knit 3, purl 1, and then just knits. And then on the sides, I wanted a little detail as well. So straight from the cuff towards the leg, I would continue the purl 1 on either sides. And then they would end up at the heel, and I'm not going to take them all the way to the foot. However, I sort of hit this situation where when I went to the heel, I thought one is on the back side of the stitches and one of the purl is on the front side, because I took them all the way through from the cuff. I didn't have the ability to place them both at the back side of all the stitches, the 36 stitches that you do in the back, 32, excuse me. So I'm sort of still figuring out how I'm gonna do that. So I was thinking, how am I gonna do this? So yeah, it was quite clear. Cuff, 64 stitches, picking up, make a knit 3, purl 1, make the cuff, and I went for 20 stitches. A bit longer, but I thought, well, it's a man's leg, it is a bit longer. So I went for 20 stitches and then started the pattern with the design. Knitted it up, did some knitting on the train while I was going for a meeting for work, and just knitted on this the last week, like monogamously sort of. And then yeah, I arrived at the heel flap. Went for this heel flap stitch, but then I just thought, okay, I'm just gonna take one of the pearls for the back and then one just stays in the front stitches. And I think when I will do the picking up, and normally I add one extra stitch so you don't really get that gap. At least that's what I got from the crazy sock lady in her video when she's knitting socks on a circular needle, and then just sort of let it disappear and continue with the stitches for the foot. So I think we'll be fine. I'm really enjoying the progress. I'm glad we ripped the other one back, started over. I have much better feeling on this sock. And I was thinking, how long should I make it? So I just grabbed one of his like socks he wears a lot and laid it on top, and the leg part was about 20 centimeters until it started to heal. So I just aimed for that. So this is about 20 centimeters long or a bit more. And then the heel I just did as recommended in the vanilla sock pattern until you have 16, so 32 rows for the heel, and then you can start the shaping on. So yes, that's where we're at the moment. I just wanted to update you. I am gonna go watch my boyfriend Frisbee this whole weekend, so I'm probably gonna do some knitting on the sidelines if the weather allows it, and see how far we're getting. And I'm aiming to make a whole video of just this design so you can knit it as well when I'm starting the second sock. So yeah, I will update you when I'm further than this. So see you then. Good morning. I'm still looking a bit rough, but I thought let's update you real quick because I am just now sitting on the couch, drinking my coffee, watching Tiffany Lou her Knit City Toronto yarn haul. And I thought I'm gonna knit on my sock as I did not do anything yesterday due to me watching Frisbee the whole day. But I was doing picking up stitches, and I looking at it now, I do feel that I should maybe continue the purl row on the side of the sock into the foot, because it didn't really just disappear into the heel flap as I had hoped. And now with picking up stitches, I feel that it would be looking a bit weird. So I am thinking on just continuing it and then see how that works. Yeah, let me show you real quick. Okay, I picked up the stitches on the side. Then I add an extra one to like fix the hole, as the crazy knit lady does as well. And then I was looking at it and I thought, maybe I could just take it further than stop it here. And then I was looking at the other side where the stitch is in the back side, but you can see as well here it's really visible. So yeah, I'm just gonna see how it looks when I go back here and just make the purl, and we'll see what happens. Okay, quick update on the sock. I have been knitting on it this morning and I'm about to leave, but also as a reminder for myself, I decided to indeed get the purl row all the way to the foot. So I hope you can see. I decided to, as I mentioned previously, that one purl is like one of the side purls is in the front part of the stitches and one purl is in the back side of the stitches. So I decided to put one also to the front and then just figure it out with the stitches while you are. It makes so much sense in my head. Explaining it is hard. No, and then you while you decrease, you just have to keep in mind that you have one extra stitch in the front part. So in the end, when I am almost down to the 32 stitches that I need to keep in mind that I have to do one extra on one side to make up for the stitch that's in the front extra. Otherwise I will turn out with like 65 stitches instead of 64. Then you have to fix it at the toes, so I would just prefer to fix it while I'm doing the decreases for the heel. But yeah, when I will sort of write up this pattern, at least that I have the ambition to do, I just have to keep in mind that when I'm knitting the second sock, this is what I did. So that's also why this video is useful. It's going along fine. I'm happy with it. I'm sort of getting into the groove again of sock knitting. I must say my nails are a bit long, so I had to adjust a bit, but I feel like I'm there now and it's feeling natural again. And I'm just marking down the knits and the decreases I did. It helps me. I will add some extra stoppers on it while I'm now here at home. Just bring this with me and then I can knit whenever I want to, because I'm bringing it while I am supporting my lovely boyfriend. It's going great. We're making progress. I'm happy. Looking good. And I think it will be nice with the extra pill row all the way to the front. And it seems to be sort of working, that the holes are not too big. At least on one side, it looks very smooth. No hole. On the other side, a bit less. It's a bit more wobbly because I sort of decided to pick up an extra stitch beside the purl row to prevent the hole. Also, while I was knitting it up, I also saw that I did not pick up this very neat, so it's a bit bulky. I should have grabbed like the whole stitch. This shows again that I have not been knitting a lot of socks at the moment. Taking it with me and yeah, keep you updated along the way. So see you soon, I guess. The moment has arrived. We've knitted a lot underfoot this week during my train rides for work. I'm gonna try it on. As we had seen in the last video, when we tried it on, we had to rip it all back, but I have faith now. So we're gonna test it. We tested it yesterday, so I already know it's gonna fit, but still, it was dark, so we couldn't show you, and I still wanted to show you. So it's his turn to put it on his foot and see and show you guys how it fits. We're gonna try it on. The cat wants to be here as well. I'm gonna try to not film the toes. This was the scary part because this is a very big part of his foot, and that's why I didn't want it to go down in stitches too much, because I was scared it was not gonna go over his heel.
Hey you.
Oh, hey you. Bruh. Bruh. Aw, boingy. And he back. Does it work? Ta-da! Here you can see we did the knit 3 purl 1 and took it all the way from the cuff towards the heel flap. Did the decrease it of the gusset and did the slip stitch heel flap. And then I, in the end, decided to take it all the way up to the toes. And the back design, show it to them. Yes. You can see as well, I took the pearls all the way down to the heel. And I think we did a good job. You happy?
Very nice.
So it's now summer, so you probably won't wear it, but now I'm gonna go start and do the decreases for the toe, and then the first sock is finished, and then we immediately have to cast on the second one to keep the momentum going. But yes, it seems like a success. Welcome in this final part of this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing the progress that I made on the sock. We started it over, changed the design so it would work. I finished it. So let me show you. It's all done. I finished the toe section. I must say I'm very pleased with the end result. As you can see, we have the lovely cuff, knit 3 purl 1, the little back details, the side detail, and I must say I'm very pleased with how neat my decreases have gotten for the gusset. I changed up how I did it. I normally, when you do a slip knit, mine gets a bit wonky, and then I looked up a video and they said if you only slip the first stitch knitwise, put it back on the other needle and then take both of them in the back. And I thought, let's give it a try, and I did, and it looks super neat. And I did the same for the toe as well in the hopes it would look neater than it normally does. So yeah, I finished it. Now we can make the second pair. It fits him, probably. I mean, we did try it on, and I hope it will work for him, especially with this toe design. I know it works for me, but yeah, as I've seen videos of other people, they like a different style of heel or toe. So I hope he likes it and he will get a lot of wear out of it. I must say, I do hope that the fabric blooms a bit with blocking. Yeah, but overall, very happy. I hope you like to watch this video. If you want to stay updated on more of my knitting, check out my Instagram, Knits.by.Kim. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope I see you with the next video soon, and I'm also aiming to make another video of this pattern so you guys can knit it up as well while I am knitting up the second sock. But yeah, for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Bye.
Wish I had my Mariana now. Wish I had my Mariana now. Wish I had